Now, I know some of you watching might say, well, Weston, you're doing a video on how to boost confidence, but you're a model and you're a YouTuber and all this stuff. You're on camera, so you're supposed to be looking good at all times because of that and whatnot. True, right? But I wasn't always in the best shape, and I didn't have, all my stuff together in life, and both physically and style, all that stuff I refined and worked on for literally decades, okay? If you've seen my before and after when I did men's health cover and how I looked before I got into a lot of my fitness journey, if you want to Google it, I'll pop it up on the screen right now. Just want to give you guys some context that I have worked on a lot of things over the years to help build my own confidence, and I'm always continuing to do that. I have not arrived or anything like that. These are just things that have really helped me, and I think they're going to help you too. Okay. So the very first thing you need to realize is that you don't have the confidence and self-image you want because you can't even see how valuable you already are as we speak. Your value and worth to people is on a soul level. It's not just how much money you make or whether you have a six-pack or not. People will always remember how you made them feel. So first, get your mindset and attitude in the right place before we dive into all the other practical things I'm about to suggest. You are uniquely created and have tremendous value. You just have to discover how to reveal and capitalize on all you have to offer the world. So with building confidence and
I'm going to stop him right there because I think a lot of guys, especially ladies, is different. Ladies is like, it's like a never-ending well of validation with some women, but guys, sometimes we need validation as well. But the most validation, and I say this constantly and I have to repeat this to myself, is in the mirror. You get the validation by looking in the mirror, even if it's the picture, aesthetically that you don't like, because confidence is a lot of times more than just the way you look and the aesthetics. It's the way you project your voice, how you talk, how you command your voice, command the room, your presence. And some people have a strong presence, strong energy, whatever have you. Some people are very meek and balled up and, it's not attractive. When I say attractive, men and women, it doesn't mean that you're a sexual preference, but it's the attraction of how you treat people. And all people, life is a feeling process. People will always remember how you treat them. That's why that first impression is so important. And sometimes your energy, even if you try to be positive, some people will be turned off because they just don't like people with positive energy like that. And that's not your fault. So you have to remember that when you enter, like me personally, and I've talked about this about working on social skills, which I'll probably link the video here so you guys can check out. These are things that I've had to work on over the past 10 years, and I'm still working on it. When I walk into a place that I don't know people, or I walk into a store and things like that, I still get anxiety. I get anxiety before it's time to do videos sometimes, but I just have to do it and power through it. Some people are scared to show their face in different, they hide behind avatars, but that's because either they just don't want to be seen or they just don't have the confidence. So you just have to get to that point where you just don't give a damn anymore. You just don't care. And that you are walking this journey by yourself. You alone are walking this journey. Nobody else can walk it for you. Same thing with weight loss. Me on my journey as well with weight loss. And just as he was saying, it's a process. Nobody's going to do it for you. It's you that goes to sleep with yourself. It's you that wakes up with yourself. It's you that looks in the mirror. It's you in the shower. It's you and your thoughts. So you got to learn to control that mental alchemy that I speak of. Change those negative thoughts into positive thoughts, which is a lot easier said than done because that's the battle. The battlefield is in the mind. But anyway, that's the first thing. That's just my thoughts on that.
Improving your self-image. We're not chasing perfection, okay? Instead, we are chasing refinement. It's very important to distinguish the two, okay? Perfection doesn't exist, so just let that go. But we need to focus on both the external and internal side of things. So keep in mind that working on a better version of yourself is not a shallow pursuit, but you have to be mindful of the balance between external and internal. You may get someone's attention at first because you work so hard on the external, but then you eventually fall short and can't deliver when it comes to the person you are inside.
Yeah.
Or maybe you have been extremely humble.
And I like to tell that to people also. What you see Everything that sparkles isn't a diamond. Everything that glitters isn't gold. What you see on social media, even this guy, even Weston Boucher, even me, I could be a complete. This is a persona, just like he may have a persona. A lot of people are really assholes in real life, or can't carry on a conversation. We tend to think that just because someone's beautiful, that they're intelligent, they're smart, they're welcoming, they're nice, they're a people person. But a lot of people are socially awkward just because they look good. Because what you find attractive is just a series of imperfections at the end of the day. Same thing that goes for anybody. It's in the eye of the beholder. But these are things that we have to think about, that I think a lot of times people don't. They just look at someone and think that this person has it all together, when their life could be, falling apart behind closed doors, and they could have all types of issues that you don't know about, but they aesthetically they look, very pleasing to the eye, very cool to the eyes.
Self-reflective and also an accomplished academic or professional juggernaut, but then have in turn let yourself go in terms of your health and appearance. Yet we wonder why we are getting overlooked. So what can we do to get the confidence and healthy attention we so desire and present the best version of ourselves right now? Well, let's start with the internal. You need to like and love yourself more. Give yourself more grace. Be kind to yourself. Stop saying and thinking negative thoughts about yourself as much as possible. Instead, practice positive self-talk. Now, this takes time. It's a journey. You never arrive, but you become more comfortable in your own skin with every area you're continually willing to work on and grow through. Think confidence teamed with humility. You need to know you have value now and tons of potential moving forward, but can also be vulnerable enough to admit that you'll always have a lot to learn and grow as a human being.
The law of attraction. The law of attraction, positive affirmations. You have to affirm it first. And this is cliche, guys, I know. And I'm going to go ahead and plug it. I wrote a book called The Law of Attraction for the Pessimistic Mind. You guys can check it out here. The link should be linked up here for you guys to get a copy of it, if you just don't know where to start with that. But we say things, including myself. I wouldn't say have a bad day, because I never have a bad day. It's always the greatest day of my life, right? But thoughts do creep in, and I'll say negative things about myself that I would never say to someone else. But why is it that we're so comfortable with saying these things to ourselves? Like, you're fat, you're lazy, you're ugly, you're unattractive, you can't do anything right. I say, y'all hear me say a lot, I don't know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Which is the worst thing to be saying, but I say it and I need to stop it. That I don't know, because that's how I feel sometimes. But we have to give ourselves some grace, which is what I always say. I have to constantly tell myself, give myself some grace. But we have to change our habits also. You have to, man. You have to change your habits. If you're going to give yourself some grace, don't give yourself grace to the point where you're just like, I'm going to continue to do these things that I know in the long run aren't going to make me happy. That's what we need to do as well. But give ourselves some grace on our journey that we're doing, and don't backslide or fall back into those bad habits and things, i.e. negative self-talk and doing these things that could damage our mental health and our physical health. Just my thoughts from my journey.
Don't should yourself to death. I should have done this. I should be more like this or that. Don't focus on the problems, but instead focus on the solutions. Focus on the baby steps in front of you and get excited about how much things are going to change for you once you start doing what I'm suggesting in this entire video, okay? Build momentum with small positive changes and goals that will give you confidence by achieving them. Try something new or challenge yourself. Take a trip to explore somewhere local or abroad that you've always been curious about. Start a new hobby, join a meetup.org group. Consider starting to develop and research that small business idea you've always had. I know that my confidence has continually leveled up with every new accomplishment or experience that I seek out. Personally, it's really been the biggest thing that I've felt has helped me grow confidence.
And I'm going to add on to that. Progression is happiness. Happiness is progression. Accomplishments, progression builds confidence. And the process builds the character with that. And you guys know every time you've accomplished something, or you passed the test, or you got a promotion, or you did something, you closed on a sale, it builds your confidence and it makes you feel better. I know as far as on YouTube, when my videos reach, and a lot of us tend to look at things, but once it reaches a certain level, it kind of builds your confidence back up, which improves the way you do things. It improves your outlook or your approach on doing something. That way you go into it with from a neutral vibration or a neutral frequency, which is kind of like what he was talking about earlier with traveling, which I'm big on traveling. I'm big on getting out there because I call it seeking a vibe, which is what my life has become and what I aspire to keep doing is seek a vibe, whether that be with a person, a location, just putting myself in different places, and you'll get these feelings that will improve your confidence of I don't have to be afraid. I don't have to be afraid of doing this. I don't have to be afraid of meeting this person. I don't have to be afraid of doing these different things. You feel me? So just my thoughts, man.
Keep in mind, the second someone projects insecurity or inferiority, it's almost a universal reaction to find it as an unattractive quality. So the opposite of that is where we want to be. I've actually met plenty of gorgeous people who are incredibly insecure and have no sense of identity. So don't let the external image of yourself become the sole focus of your pursuit of confidence. Okay, let's get into the physical side of things.
Let's stop that real quick. Some of the most beautiful women are some of the most lonely and insecure. I know from some of the beautiful women, and I'm going to say, in my opinion, beautiful women that I've had intimate conversations with and that I have dated are some of the most insecure. And the same thing goes, I got insecurities. And whether you find me beautiful or not, or handsome or good looking, or this guy as well, we all got insecurities that you would never know about. But we look at people and think that everything is all hunky-dory, if you will. And it's not. It's just not. Life is a series of ups and downs, guys. You just have to maintain that neutral level, that neutral frequency.
Check out part 2 of this video on the external, where I'll be talking about ways you can work on self-image by way of improving your physical appearance and how you present yourself. Okay guys, that wraps up today's video, part 1 of boosting confidence, self-image, and becoming the best version of you. Make sure you check out part 2, as that's going to be all about the physical. I'm going to talk about some diet tips and style tips and a bunch of other stuff that is absolutely key to the big picture of building confidence. I've decided to start making.
So guys, shout out to Weston Boucher, man. He got some good stuff right there. We all have different approaches. We all have struggles and things like that. I just gave you my commentary on some of the things that he said that I've, roughly learned in the past 10 years. It's one of those things you constantly have to work on, man. Know that everybody's not perfect. Everybody wasn't born with this magical knowledge downloaded into their mind on how to be. Some people just have it. Some people just have that je ne sais quoi, and they just walk around. They just walk on clouds. They just float through life, and people are naturally drawn to them. Some people get it early. Some people don't get it early. Some people still are constantly working on it. Like me, I'm constantly working on it and working on my social skills constantly. And it's just how it is. You see you see a person on camera and you see all smiles and things like that. That's not how it is, man. But y'all stick around. You'll stick around to the end of the video. You'll see a few of my videos on working on social skills and things like that, and how to improve your confidence and approach, and just being a overall better person, or becoming the best version of yourself. But it was a lot to unpack in this video as usual. I invite you guys to click the link in the corner here to book a session if you'd like to further discuss, where we can iron out some more personal issues that you may have that we can overcome and get you to the point where you're walking on clouds and floating through life. You feel me? So I look forward to talking to you guys and ladies. Don't feel like it's specifically just the guys, ladies as well. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up on the link, and it's down below as well. That being said, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit me up on the Calendly and Linktree to book that one-on-one with yours truly, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, subscribe to my backup channel, and subscribe to the Hustler's Apprentice channel. Follow me on Instagram. I'll follow you back. Check me out every Monday and Thursday for the Cup and Reason show on Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And every Thursday for the Fried Chicken and Communion podcast. I look forward to fellowshipping with you guys on there. Make sure you guys purchase a t-shirt, purchase my books and merch. The links are in the description below. Buy one right now. Helps to support the channel as well as liking the video. That's easy. You can share it with your friends as well. Helps the algorithm to push this out to more people and suggest the video as well. Y'all see it, make sure you grab one, man. With that being said, nothing but gratitude and abundance to all of you and success. I appreciate you guys for sticking around this long. Peace be upon you all, the mercy and blessings of the Almighty. And I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.
It's God's the beat maker.
And I don't know. I haven't put a light in the sky for the G's that done turn memory from go. Blessings we send to the ghetto youth them.